What's up, y'all? How you doing? This is your boy Gerald. It is finally Friday, the 21st of February, 2014. How you doing today? You doing good this morning? You feeling good this morning? I hope so. I just got out of class, and yeah, I know I've put a lot of information out this week, but I think you guys are worth it, and it's all about your happiness and your direction, right? So I owe that to you. So, how you doing? Doing all right? Well, it's still early this morning. I wanted to put this out real briefly. Just drop this on your spirit. Last night I was watching, channel surfing, and I think I watched one of the reality shows last night, and I got a lot of validation on some things that kind of stuck out for me. By now, you do realize that it's not by chance what you see that is being projected on that TV screen is there to serve two reasons. One, move product, and two, move mind, little perspective. So I was thinking about it, and I was like, well, if I constantly place my situation, my life, in an environment that is always negative, I'm going to have a negative view because I'm embracing my environment. As that ties into that like-mindedness. So what if I turned around and made a declaration to only embrace positive things that benefit me from a sincere place, not a place of agenda? How would my life be? Well, I've always lived off that template since I began my walk, but I've also noticed that there was a correlation that distinctly connected the two. That a lot of people that I know that are in my environment that have a negative view, 9 times out of 10, there's a connection to their environment, and that environment is what is projected in their day-to-day. Because it answers or it validates something that is found within yourself. So my question to you is, what are you afraid of? Yeah, what are you afraid of? We're in a transition point. I don't know about where you live at, but I do know here, Virginia Beach, today feels like a really nice spring day. We got like mid 60s. However, I also know that I've come to learn that God doesn't need a cloud in the sky to make it rain. So you got to be smart. You got to be smart. Will you move out the way? See, you can't see Tyson's right there, but you got to make a decision on what's best for you. You got to have that courage to go the extra mile. You got to do it. You got to understand that things that come into your life are not going to fall in your life. They're not. It just doesn't happen that way. I know you're saying, well, what about blessings, Gerald? Well, guess what? There still has to be a motivation from you or action from you to position yourself to receive it. So therefore, the effort has to be spawned from you, from yourself. You're the one that's got to be the captain of your ship. Hold on a minute. Listen, you ain't got no job, and you got your claws on this sofa like you own this place. I'm gonna put you in your kennel if you don't chill out. See you right there. See you right there. You're getting big. Hey. So I want you to I'm gonna throw this out to you. Wherever you are today. Just today, make a point to make this day a positive one. Don't claim no negativity. Don't claim it. You know how water rolls off the back of a duck or a bird? That's the mindset that you need to have. But that does not give you a pass to walk in denial either. Okay? No, you're going to have to do some work. But you got to make a choice on what you're going to embrace. Now watch what's going to happen. Two things. The dynamic of your mind is going to start to shift. Go with it. And then those connected to you, may it be business, for personal, and just people that you interact with, you'll notice a slight shift. And that will be your validation that everything is going to be all right. So you got to understand something, y'all. You have blessings with your name on it that are custom tailored for you because your higher power, I know him as my Lord Jesus Christ, but I'm also humble enough to claim that he is one of many names because he's omnipresent. And you wasn't brought on this planet to suffer. You weren't. That ain't your job. That ain't your position. But your position is to be humble. Your position is to be open to receive the synchronicities and signs intended to guide you along your way. Because you do understand. You do have people acting in your behalf. May it be on a physical form and as well as on a spiritual form. You have angels and spirit guides around you. But see, you have the biggest hurdle that a lot of people fail to have problems understanding is because we are already taught at a young age to gauge what we see and what we feel. And at times can be perceived as our truths. Well, we also know we're living in a day that anything can be manipulated. Anything can be modified. And that's why faith is so powerful. Your belief system is it demands a certain integrity because it is causing you, it should inspire you to walk without seeing. That's what the Bible says. You know, walk without faith, walk with faith, you know, to walk, you know, without seeing. You know what, it was on the tip of my tongue, but it just said, but I can tell you from my personal experiences that is continual. I walk by faith and not by sight. There it goes. And I trust my higher power because I know he has my purpose, but I have to earn the right to claim it. So therefore there are going to be motivations, there are going to be challenges and tests because you know the devil's work is never done. That's why some of you may be going through a situation where you seem like you constantly see the same hurdle, but the wrapping's different. It's like, I didn't seen this before. Well, you're seeing it because you have not mastered it. And it's causing you to take a different approach. You know how they say, I think it was Einstein, I think said it, to do the same thing, expecting the same result. I'm butchering it, but pretty much what he was saying is, if you constantly do the same thing, expecting a different outcome, that is a declaration of insanity, because that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen. So what you put out is what you're going to get back in. If you take a pessimistic view, well, you're going to run into blocks. If you don't make a decision to love yourself first, your environment's not going to be loving back. If you take a position of deception, you will be deceived. Because guess what? Everything that you do, from every word that is spoken, every lie told, and every misdeed, unchastised, I'm here to tell y'all, you're going to see it. It's like it's like having a debit card, right? And you just wearing it out, wearing that plastic out. But then eventually you forget about it, and then that bill comes at the worst time. And it's usually when you got something going on. They don't forget. They want what is due. So, don't get caught with the okie doke. And as I always say, I'm a firm believer of this. Sometimes there are lessons that we will go through that span periods of time. It's okay. Because if it's anything that's intended for you to know and learn, guess what? You will have clarity from that. I know you can relate. There's probably things that may have transpired a period ago. Maybe it may have spawned when you were in your youth. And it is not until now that it comes back and like it echoes and you get that aha moment, like if I only knew. You know, there's like, you know how like our parents will say, you know, if you take 5 seconds to think before you act, it may change your life. Or better yet, remember your teenage days, the teenage period, and your parents tried, or their significant, the significant person in your life was trying to convey guidance to you, and you thought that, well, you don't know what you're talking about, you just old. But yet, out of arrogance, we fail to realize that they have walked your shoes to a degree, and maybe are trying to spare you from unnecessary heartache and pain. I think I'm talking to somebody. I think somebody needed to hear that. So, if anything, if you get anything about what I'm conveying to you right now, because I see you guys' worth. You deserve to have nothing but happiness. You deserve it. You're breathing. Every day that you wake up is another day that you can make a change in your life and bring your dreams into reality a little closer, because you deserve that. But you've got to work for the things that matter the most. That's what defines worth. That's why the things that are truly important to you, you got to go through some things because you appreciate it. Sometimes it's realized after you don't have it. You know what I'm saying? We've all been there, but we learn from that. We learn and gain that wisdom and insight that comes from that experience, because I'm a firm believer, if it's divinely meant for you to have, you'll see it again. But the difference is you will actually declare the worth and value of it. That's why the things that don't matter to us, they don't stick around. They don't last long. You know, I said a long time ago, anything that is made with man's hands is already given an expiration date, because it's not supposed to last. It's only there to serve a purpose. So when you pertain that to yourself, you've got to declare your purpose. You have to see your worth. Otherwise, your value will not be exhibited, and you dictate that. You dictate that. So how you doing? Why you didn't wake up this morning with a smile on your face? You're alive. You do realize there's someone that may wish that they could be where you are right now, if they could. Put that in your perspective. There's someone that wish that they could turn back the time and revisit a period of time. They would trade with you in a heartbeat, because they know that valley that you may be in, or what you may perceive as such a great mountain of emotion, is really nothing but an illusion. And think of it this way. Pain, emotional pain and strife. How can it have value to you if you don't claim it? Think about it that way. Because, like, for example, if you see someone in pain, you physically see it, you may tap into your empathetic side of you, but you won't claim that because it does not pertain to you directly. Well, you need to have that same perspective. If it doesn't matter, if it will not matter 6 months from now, then you need to look at why you're doing what you're doing now. But if it will motivate you and spark something within you to make you a better person, to change maybe a choice of mind or a habit that is not in your best measure, or is not showing the true priceless person you are, then take it in. That's like your criticism. Don't sweat criticism. Even if it's the truth. If it's the truth, take it in and make the necessary changes for yourself, not for your environment. Because at the end of the day, it is you that's going to lay your head down. It is you that is going to process what is happening or trying to gain access to you. It's you. So, why you ain't smiling? My kings, how you doing? I know you're holding it down. It's not hard being, it can be difficult sometimes, but look, guess what? When you do the work, guess what comes out of that? You enhance your self-respect. You have placed your footing in what is the definition of a man, because you too will be one of the many. Not everyone can wear that title. Well, we look at society, you can tell that, right? Just like not everyone can be called a husband or a wife. Can't. But it starts until you claim yourself. When's the last time you said you loved yourself? Huh? If you feel kind of funny like that because I said that, that means you need to work on yourself, because there's a block going on and you ain't doing what you're not doing what you need to do. And lastly, do you got a checklist of what you want to do this summer, this spring and summer? Because soon you know it, the springtime will be out. We'll be breaking our shorts out. We'll be enjoying the outdoors if you haven't started already. So what you waiting on? You don't need anybody's permission to be happy. You said that. Okay? So anyway, I didn't want to be winded. I really hope you guys have a great day, and I really hope that this weekend, whatever your plans may be, it comes in fruition and you make memories from it. But make sure, whatever you decide to do, wherever you decide to go, whatever you decide to embrace, just make sure that it validates not only your self-worth, but it's worth the choice of you even embracing it to begin with. Okay? It's going to be a great weekend, y'all. It is. And for my Pisces folks, happy birthday. Happy birthday. Yeah, I'll be having my birthday on the 7th. Another year. Another year. Once again, y'all, like I'm saying, you got a lot to be happy for. Don't trip on the things that you don't have. Because if it's intended for you, you will have it. Don't trip on the situation. Don't trip on the environment. Just remember, no weapon formed against you shall prosper. That's the promise he gave to each and every one of us. But you got to believe. Come on now. It's time for you to come on the other side and join us with this happiness. And I guarantee you, when you make that move, a big light bulb is going to go off in your heart. But that's okay. It's all about the journey. And as always, it's about your walk. And that's what makes you you. So be proud of yourself. Okay? Have a great day and a blessed weekend. Alright? You deserve it. Alright, y'all. As I always say, God's praying for you. And I know that because someone prayed for me, I hope that everything comes to pass as they wish for me to be. But as I always say, God is praying for you. You know I am. I see your worth. I see your worth. And for that, I discern. And I got it through mine. You guys stay blessed, stay protected. Enjoy your weekend. Bye, y'all.